Welcome to Coins History. Stop scrolling right now, because the quarter in your pocket could be worth thousands of dollars. Yes, a simple 25-cent coin turning into a life-changing treasure. Today we're revealing the top 10 most expensive US quarter-dollar coins that collectors are desperately hunting. Don't miss this, because one tiny detail could make you rich overnight. Watch till the end. New York Quarter. Get ready, because the coin you're about to hear about could be sitting quietly in a drawer, a jar, or even your pocket change right now, and you might not even realize its true power. Today we're talking about one of the most shocking discoveries in modern US coin collecting history, the rare Washington State New York quarter dollar from the year 1788, 2001, a coin that has stunned collectors, shocked experts, and quietly turned ordinary people into serious money holders overnight. This is not just another quarter. This is the kind of coin that makes people stop, look twice, and then rush to check every coin they own. Back in 2001, the United States Mint released the New York State Quarter as part of the famous 50 State Quarters program. Millions of these coins were produced, and most people spent them without a second thought. But here's where things get interesting. Not all of these coins are the same. A very small number of these New York quarters were struck as proof coins, specially made for collectors with a mirror-like finish, razor-sharp details, and a level of perfection you simply don't see in regular coins. These proof coins were never meant for circulation, yet somehow, a few escaped, and when they did, something incredible happened. Some of these proof coins carry rare minting errors and ultra-high-grade conditions that make them unbelievably valuable. We're talking about coins with deep cameo contrast, flawless surfaces, and in some cases, errors that only a trained eye can spot. Imagine holding a coin that looks normal at first glance, but under proper light, reveals a stunning mirror shine, frosted design, and almost no imperfections. That's when collectors start paying serious attention. Now here's the part that makes this even more exciting. The New York quarter represents the year 1788, the year New York joined the Union. The design shows the iconic Statue of Liberty with a detailed outline of the state and the words "Gateway to Freedom." It's already a meaningful coin in American history, but when you combine that with proof quality and rare errors, it becomes something extraordinary. Collectors are always hunting for specific features in this coin. They look for ultra-deep mirror finishes, they check for double die errors, they inspect the edges and lettering, they search for missing details or unusual strikes, and if a coin checks all the right boxes, its value can skyrocket. What makes this even more thrilling is that many people don't even know what a proof coin looks like. They might see a shiny quarter and think it's just clean, when in reality, it could be a rare collector's piece worth thousands. Some of these coins have been found in old proof sets that were forgotten over time. Others have surprisingly appeared in circulation after being accidentally spent. And every time one is discovered, it creates a wave of excitement in the coin community. Think about it. How many quarters have passed through your hands without a second thought? How many times have you ignored a shiny coin because it looked ordinary? This is exactly why stories like this matter. Because hidden value often looks just like everyday money. Now let's talk about condition. Because this is where things get serious. In the world of coin collecting, condition is everything. A coin that looks perfect under magnification can be graded at the highest levels, and that's when collectors are willing to pay incredible amounts. A flawless or near-perfect New York proof quarter, especially with rare characteristics, becomes extremely desirable. And when demand is high and supply is low, prices go up fast. There have been collectors who spent years searching for one perfect example. There are auctions where these coins create intense bidding wars. And there are everyday people who unknowingly owned one, until they discovered its true worth. This is not just about coins, this is about hidden treasure in plain sight. So here's what you should do right now. Go check your coin jars, look through your old collections, examine any proof sets you might have, pay close attention to shiny, mirror-like quarters, because the next discovery could be yours. And remember, the smallest detail can make the biggest difference. A tiny error, a perfect surface, and overlooked proof finish, these are the things that turn a simple quarter into something life-changing. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the value of this rare Washington State New York quarter from a proof set, depending on its condition, rarity, and unique features, has been known to reach between $35,000 and $67,000, yes, for a single quarter. Let that sink in. A coin that most people would spend without thinking, could actually be worth more than a car, more than a year's salary, or even more. So next time you see a quarter, don't ignore it, look closer, because you never know, your next coin could change everything. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're going to start checking your collection today. Quarter 1972. Stop right there, don't skip this video, because the coin you are about to learn about could be hiding in your home right now, and you might be just seconds away from discovering something incredibly valuable. Today we're diving into one of the most mysterious and highly searched coins in the United States, the rare Washington State $quarter with a 1972 D mint mark. A coin that has created massive curiosity among collectors and has sparked a wave of treasure hunting across the country. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary quarter. You've seen it before, you've probably spent it before, and maybe you never gave it a second look. But what if I told you that a very specific version of this coin, one connected to proof quality and unusual mint characteristics, has shocked collectors with its unbelievable value? Now listen carefully, because this is where things get exciting. The Washington quarter has been a part of American currency since 1932, featuring the iconic portrait of George Washington on the front. Over the years, billions of these coins have been minted, but not all of them are equal. Some carry hidden details, rare finishes, and minting secrets that most people completely overlook. The 1972 D mint mark means the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. Normally, Denver coins are made for circulation, not as proof coins. Proof coins are usually struck in San Francisco and are known for their mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. So when a coin with a Denver Mint mark shows proof-like qualities, collectors immediately pay attention. This is exactly where the mystery begins. There have been reports and collector discussions about extremely rare Washington quarters with a 1972 D mint mark that appear to have proof-like features or were somehow connected to special mint sets. These coins stand out because of their deep shine, crisp design, and unusual strike quality that you simply don't see in regular circulation coins. Imagine holding a coin that reflects light like a mirror, a coin where every detail of Washington's hair and the eagle on the reverse looks razor sharp, a coin that feels different the moment you hold it. That's the kind of coin collectors dream about. Now here's what makes this even more powerful. Some of these rare coins may also include subtle mint errors or high-grade preservation that push their value even higher. We're talking about coins with almost no scratches, perfectly centered designs, and surfaces that look untouched even after decades. Collectors search for these signs very carefully. They look at the mint mark placement, they examine the edges and rim, they study the shine and reflectivity, they check for doubling or strike anomalies, and when everything lines up just right, that's when the magic happens, because in the coin collecting world, rarity plus condition equals serious money. What's even more surprising is how these coins can go unnoticed for years. They can sit in old collections, coin jars, or inherited boxes without anyone realizing their importance. Some people have even found valuable coins in everyday change, completely by accident. Think about that for a moment. How many coins have passed through your hands without a second thought? How many times have you ignored a quarter because it looked normal? This is exactly why collectors say, always check your coins, because hidden treasures don't announce themselves, they blend in, they wait, and they reward the people who pay attention. Now imagine this scenario: you're going through an old drawer, maybe cleaning your room, and you come across a handful of old quarters. One of them catches your eye. It looks shinier than the rest. The details seem sharper. You flip it over, and there it is, the 1972 date with a D mint marked at that moment, everything changes, because now you know what to look for. Now you understand that this could be more than just a coin, that it could be an opportunity. Collectors across the United States are constantly searching for coins like this. Online marketplaces, coin shows, and auctions are filled with buyers hoping to find that one rare piece that completes their collection. and when a rare high-grade or unusual 1972 Washington quarter appears, it doesn't stay unnoticed for long. Bidding wars can start, prices can climb fast, and suddenly, a simple quarter becomes the center of attention. This is why knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you know, the more you can find, and the more you find, the greater your chances of discovering something truly valuable. So here's what you should do right now. Start checking your quarters. Look closely at the year 1972. Find the D mint mark under the date. Examine the surface for mirror-like shine. Compare it with regular coins because even the smallest difference can mean everything. And remember, condition is key. A worn-out coin won't attract the same attention as one in near-perfect shape. But if you find a coin that looks almost untouched, that's when you should get excited. That's when you might be holding something special. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The value of this rare Washington State quarter dollar with a 1972 D mint mark, especially if it shows proof-like quality and exceptional condition, has been reported to reach between $35,000 and $68,000. Yes, for a single quarter. Let that sink in. Something so small, so common, could be worth more than most people ever expect. So next time you see a quarter, don't just spend it, inspect it. Because your next discovery might not just be lucky, it might be life-changing. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment below if you've ever found a rare coin or if you're going to start checking your collection today. Quarter 1978. Imagine finding a single coin in your collection, a coin that looks completely ordinary at first glance, but secretly holds the power to change your financial future forever. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most shocking and rarely talked about discoveries in the world of coin collecting, a rare Washington quarter dollar from a proof set that has stunned collectors across the United States. This is not just any coin. This is the kind of coin that collectors dream about, the kind of coin that hides in plain sight, and the kind of coin that could be sitting quietly in someone's drawer right now, waiting to be discovered. The Washington quarter has been part of American history for decades. Millions of these coins have passed through hands, pockets, and cash registers. Most of them are worth just 25 cents. But every once in a while, something extraordinary happens during the minting process, something rare, something unexpected, something incredibly valuable. Now imagine this. A proof set coin. A coin that was never meant for circulation. A coin made with extreme precision, polished dies, and mirror-like surfaces. These coins are specially created for collectors. They are handled with care, preserved in protective cases, and admired for their flawless beauty. But what happens when even a proof coin carries a hidden flaw, or a rare minting variation, or a unique characteristic that was never supposed to exist? That is where the magic begins. Collectors have discovered that certain Washington quarters from proof sets can carry unusual features, deep cameo contrasts, striking errors, double impressions, or ultra-sharp details that stand out far beyond normal coins. These tiny differences can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a collector's jackpot, and here's the part that makes this even more exciting: most people don't even check their proof coins carefully. Many collectors store them away without realizing what they truly have. Some coins remain untouched for years, even decades, hiding their true value. This is exactly why you should start paying close attention. Look closely at the surface of your coin. Does it have a strong mirror finish? Are the design elements frosted and sharply contrasted against the background? Does anything look slightly off, slightly different, or unusually perfect? Because sometimes, perfection itself can be rare. The Washington quarter design is iconic. The portrait, the eagle, the details, everything about it is familiar. But in rare cases, proof coins can display details that are far sharper than usual, or surfaces that reflect light like a mirror in a way that is simply breathtaking. Collectors call this deep cameo contrast. And when it appears perfectly, it can dramatically increase the value of a coin. But that's not all. There are also rare cases where proof coins exhibit minting anomalies, subtle doubling in the lettering, slight shifts in design alignment, or microscopic differences that only trained eyes can detect. These are the types of features that professional graders and serious collectors are constantly searching for, and when they find one, the results can be unbelievable. Coins like these don't just sell, they spark bidding wars. Collectors compete fiercely to own something truly unique. Because in the world of numismatics, rarity is everything. The fewer examples that exist, the higher the demand, and the higher the price climbs. Now here's something even more thrilling: many of these valuable coins were originally sold in proof sets that people still own today. That means there is a real possibility that someone, somewhere, already has one of these rare quarters without even knowing it. That it could be sitting in a box, that it could be inside an old collection, that it could even be passed down through generations, unnoticed and unrecognized. And that's why this story matters, because it's not just about a coin. It's about the possibility. The excitement. The idea that something small and overlooked could turn into something extraordinary. That if you have proof sets at home, now is the time to take them out and examine them closely. Use proper lighting. Look at every detail. Compare your coin to standard examples. And most importantly, trust your instincts. If something looks different, you might just be holding a hidden treasure. Professional grading services play a huge role in confirming these discoveries. Once a coin is authenticated and graded, its true value becomes clear to collectors around the world. High-grade proof coins with exceptional features can command prices that most people would never expect from a simple quarter, and when a rare combination of quality, condition, and uniqueness comes together, that's when history is made. This is why collectors are always searching. Always examining. Always hoping to find that one coin that stands above the rest, because sometimes, it happens, sometimes a single coin changes everything. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The value of one of these rare Washington quarter-proof coins has been known to reach between $35,000 and $66,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, worth tens of thousands of dollars. So before you ignore your old proof sets, before you assume that all quarters are the same, take a closer look, because your next discovery could be the one that changes your life. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and comment for more amazing coin discoveries every day. Quarter 1980p. What if I told you that a single Washington quarter from 1980, yes, just one coin, could quietly be sitting in a collection today, holding a life-changing secret value that most people completely overlook? This is not hype. This is not fantasy. This is the real story of a rare Washington quarter with a P mint mark, originally struck as part of a proof set, a coin never meant for everyday spending, yet now becoming one of the most talked about hidden treasures among serious collectors in the United States. Think about how many quarters you've seen in your life. Hundreds, maybe thousands. They all look the same, right? The familiar portrait of George Washington, the eagle on the reverse, the clean circular shape we barely even notice anymore. But what if one tiny detail, one small difference, could turn that ordinary-looking quarter into something extraordinary? The 1980 Washington quarter with the P mint mark is a perfect example of how rarity hides in plain sight. Proof coins are specially made with extreme care. They are struck multiple times using polished dies to create a mirror-like background and razor-sharp details. These coins are not released into circulation. They are created for collectors, preserved, protected, and often forgotten. But here's where things get exciting: even proof coins are not immune to rare variations, striking anomalies, and ultra-high-grade conditions that push them into a completely different category of value. In fact, some of the most valuable coins in history come from proof sets where something unusual happened during the minting process. Collectors who understand this don't just look at coins, they study them, they examine every angle, every reflection, every tiny detail under magnification. Because sometimes, the difference between a common coin and a rare treasure is almost invisible to the naked eye. Now imagine holding a 1980 proof Washington quarter in your hand. At first glance, it looks perfect. But as you tilt it under light, you notice something incredible. The fields reflect like a mirror. The design elements appear frosted and stand out sharply. The contrast is deep, bold, and unmistakable. This is what collectors call a deep cameo proof, and when it reaches an exceptional level of quality, it becomes highly desirable, but that's only the beginning. Some of these coins also show subtle doubling in the lettering, slight shifts in the design, or microscopic imperfections that were never meant to exist. These are not flaws in the usual sense. In the world of coin collecting, these are opportunities, rare signatures that make a coin unique, and uniqueness is everything, because when a coin is unique or extremely limited in its characteristics, collectors compete for it. Auctions heat up. Prices climb. And suddenly, a coin that once seemed ordinary becomes the center of attention. Here's something most people don't realize: thousands of proof sets from 1980 are still out there today. They were bought, stored, and forgotten. Many are sitting in drawers, closets, or safes, untouched for decades. And inside those sets, could be a coin that has never been properly examined. That means the opportunity is real. It means that anyone with access to these proof sets has a chance, a real chance, to discover something valuable. So what should you look for? Start with the surface. A true proof coin should have a mirror-like finish. Look for deep reflections that almost resemble glass. Then examine the design. Are the details sharp and frosted? Is there a strong contrast between the raised elements and the background? Next, pay attention to anything unusual. Does the lettering look slightly doubled? Do the edges appear sharper than normal? Does the coin stand out compared to others in the set? These small details can make a massive difference, and when you think you found something special, the next step is professional grading. Certified grading services evaluate the coin's condition, authenticity, and rarity. A high-grade proof coin with exceptional features can achieve a grade that places it among the best-known examples. That's when the real magic happens, because collectors don't just want coins, they want the best of the best. They want coins that stand above all others in quality and rarity. And they are willing to pay extraordinary amounts to own them. This is why stories like this continue to spread across the coin collecting world. Because every collector dreams of finding that one coin, that one hidden gem, that changes everything. And here's the most exciting part of all: the value of a rare 1980 Washington quarter with AP mint mark from a proof set, in exceptional condition with unique features, has been known to reach between $35,000 and $66,000. Let that sink in. A single quarter, worth more than what many people earn in months or even years. So the next time you come across an old proof set, don't ignore it. Don't assume it's just another coin. Take a closer look. Study it. Examine it. Because you never know what might be hiding in plain sight. Your next discovery could already be in your home, waiting for you to notice it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment for more amazing coin discoveries every day. Quarter 1985p. Have you ever imagined that a single quarter, just one small coin, could secretly hold a value that most people would never believe? Not gold. Not silver. Just a Washington quarter, from 1985, carrying a tiny P mint mark, originally released inside a proof set, and today, turning into one of the most fascinating hidden treasures in the entire United States coin collecting world. This is the kind of discovery that keeps collectors awake at night, because the truth is simple: the biggest money in coin collecting doesn't always come from the oldest coins. It comes from the rarest details, the smallest differences, and the coins that nobody bothered to check closely. Now think about proof coins for a moment. These are not your everyday pocket change coins. These are specially struck pieces made with extreme precision. Highly polished dies. Carefully prepared planchets. Multiple strikes to bring out every single detail. The result, a coin with a deep mirror-like surface and razor-sharp design. Proof coins are made to be perfect, but here's the twist: sometimes perfection creates rarity, and sometimes, even in proof sets, something unusual happens during minting. A slight variation. An unexpected finish. A level of contrast that goes far beyond normal. These tiny differences can transform a simple quarter into something collectors fight over. Now let's talk about the 1985 Washington quarter with the P mint mark. At first glance, it looks exactly like any other proof quarter from that era. Clean. Shiny. Beautiful. But for trained collectors, this is where the real hunt begins, because not all proof coins are created equal. Some have stronger mirror surfaces. Some have deeper cameo contrast. Some show incredible sharpness in the smallest details, from the strands of hair to the fine lines in the eagle's feathers, and then, there are the rare ones, the coins that stand out instantly under light, the coins that reflect like glass, the coins where the frosted design seems to float above the surface. Collectors call this deep cameo perfection, and when it appears at an elite level, it becomes extremely valuable. But wait, it gets even more interesting that in rare cases, these proof coins can also carry subtle minting anomalies. Slight doubling in the lettering. Tiny shifts in alignment. Micro-level differences that are almost impossible to see without magnification, but once discovered, they change everything, because in the world of coin collecting, unique means valuable, and valuable means competition. Serious collectors are always searching for coins that are different. Coins that are rare. Coins that no one else has. And when one of these 1985 proof quarters appears with exceptional quality and rare characteristics, the demand skyrockets. Now here's something that might surprise you: there are still thousands of proof sets from 1985 sitting untouched today. People bought them, stored them away, and forgot about them. Many have never been opened or examined carefully. That means these rare coins are still out there, right now, possibly sitting in a box, a drawer, or a collection passed down through generations, and the owners may have no idea what they're holding. This is why the opportunity is so real. Because all it takes is one careful look. One moment of curiosity. One decision to check a coin instead of ignoring it. So how do you identify something special? Start by observing the surface under good lighting. A high-quality proof coin should have a deep mirror effect. You should be able to see reflections clearly, almost like looking into still water. Next, examine the contrast. Are the raised parts of the coin frosted? Do they stand out strongly against the background? The stronger the contrast, the more desirable the coin becomes. Then, look closer, check the lettering. Check the edges. Check the fine details. Anything that looks unusual, anything that seems sharper, clearer, or slightly different, could be a sign of something rare. And if you believe you found something unique, the next step is professional grading. Grading services evaluate coins based on condition, quality, and rarity. A top-grade proof coin with deep cameo contrast and unique features can achieve a status that places it among the finest known examples, and that's when collectors take notice, because at that level, you're no longer dealing with an ordinary coin, you're dealing with a prize. A centerpiece. A coin that others want badly. This is where auctions become intense. This is where collectors compete. This is where prices climb far beyond expectations, all from a single quarter. A coin that most people would overlook without a second thought. And now, here comes the part that makes this story truly unbelievable. A rare 1985 Washington quarter with a P mint mark from a proof set, featuring exceptional quality and highly desirable characteristics, has reached values between $35,000 and $56,000. Yes, a quarter, turning into something worth more than what many people save over years. So before you ignore your proof sets, before you assume that all quarters are the same, take a closer look, because hidden treasures don't announce themselves, they wait, they sit quietly, until someone finally notices, and that someone could be you. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and comment for more amazing coin discoveries every day. Quarter 1989 P. What if the next coin you look at, the one you almost ignore, turns out to be worth more than a brand new car? It sounds unbelievable, but in the world of rare coin collecting, this is exactly how hidden fortunes are discovered. Today, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind a Washington quarter from 1989, carrying the P mint mark, originally struck as part of a proof set. A coin that most people would never think twice about, yet one that has captured the attention of serious collectors across the United States. This is not just another quarter, this is the kind of coin that turns ordinary collections into extraordinary discoveries. Think about this for a second. Proof coins are not made for circulation. They are not meant to jingle in your pocket or get lost in spare change. These coins are specially produced using highly polished dies and carefully prepared surfaces. Every detail is designed to be sharp. Every field is meant to reflect like a mirror. They are, in a word, perfect. But here's where things take a dramatic turn. Even perfection can carry secrets, because sometimes, during the minting process, tiny variations occur. Differences so small that most people would never notice them. But to collectors, these differences mean everything. The 1989 Washington quarter with the P mint mark from a proof set is one of those coins where everything depends on the details. At first glance, it looks stunning. Smooth, reflective surfaces. Clean design. A flawless appearance. But when examined closely under proper lighting, that's when the real story begins to unfold. Collectors look for something called deep cameo contrast. This is when the raised design of the coin appears frosted, almost glowing, while the background remains dark and mirror-like. The stronger the contrast, the more visually striking the coin becomes, and the more valuable it can be. Now imagine a coin where this contrast is not just present, but absolutely exceptional. A coin where every detail stands out with incredible clarity. A coin that looks almost too perfect. That's when collectors start paying serious attention, but it doesn't stop there. Some of these proof coins may also feature extremely subtle minting anomalies. Slight doubling in the text. Tiny shifts in alignment. Microscopic details that separate one coin from thousands of others. These are not mistakes to collectors, these are opportunities, because in the coin world, rarity is created by difference. And difference is what drives value. Now here's the part that makes this even more exciting. Thousands of proof sets from 1989 are still out there today. Stored away. Forgotten. Sitting in drawers, safes, and collections that haven't been touched in years. And inside those sets, could be a coin that has never been properly examined. That means the treasure hunt is still alive. Right now, anyone with access to these proof sets has a real chance to discover something valuable. Not by luck alone, but by simply taking the time to look closer than everyone else. So how do you start? First, examine the surface of your coin. A true proof should have a deep mirror finish. When you tilt it under light, it should reflect clearly, almost like glass. Next, look at the design. Does it appear frosted? Does it stand out strongly against the background? The stronger the contrast, the more desirable the coin. Then go deeper, inspect the smallest details. The lettering. The edges. The fine lines. If anything looks unusual, sharper, slightly doubled, or just different, you could be looking at something special. And if you truly believe you found a standout coin, the next step is professional grading. Grading services evaluate coins based on condition, quality, and rarity. A high-grade proof coin with exceptional deep cameo contrast and unique features can reach elite status among collectors, and once that happens, everything changes, because now, you're no longer holding just a coin. You're holding something rare, something desirable, something collectors are willing to compete for. This is where auctions heat up. This is where attention grows. This is where a simple quarter becomes the center of a bidding war, all because someone took the time to notice what others missed. And now, here's the moment that brings everything together. A rare 1989 Washington quarter with a P mint mark from a proof set, in exceptional condition with highly sought-after characteristics, has reached values between $35,000 and $53,000. Let that sink in. A single quarter, turning into a life-changing discovery. So before you overlook your proof sets, before you assume every coin is the same, take a closer look, because the next incredible find might already be in your possession, waiting quietly, for you to discover it. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and comment for more amazing coin discoveries every day.